Hi everyone, my name is Shilpa and welcome back to the channel. For healthy body, we need healthy food. By healthy food, I mean a right amount of carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, everything. But did you know that with the age, the amount of nutrient that we need in our diet changes? Today in this video, I'm going to discuss about one such nutrient that is very important, particularly for women over the age of 40, which is protein. It is seen that inactive people lose about 3 to 5% of their muscle mass every 10 years after the age of 30. After age of 40, it becomes even more challenging for women particularly as they are transitioning into the perimenopausal phase. Perimenopausal phase is prior to the menopause. So in this phase, the hormones in women's body, particularly the estrogen and progesterone, start to decline. Estrogen even fluctuates a bit to get back to that level which is for the menopause. Now, these fluctuations in the hormones causes a lot of symptoms like hot flashes, night sweats, irregular periods, mood swings, irritability, and so on. But one of the most common symptoms that majority of the women face is weight gain. A UCLA-led study confirms that women in their perimenopause lost muscle mass and gained double the fat mass. Another study confirms that the decrease of estrogen levels is not only linked to the reduction in muscle mass, but it is also linked to the reduction in the bone strength. So, reduction in the muscle mass, increase in the fat mass, and reduction in the bone strength. All these factors combining together results into weight gain for most of the women. So women say that I'm eating the same food that I used to about 5 to 10 years back, but I'm still gaining weight. I'm not eating more, but why I'm still gaining weight? Here is why you're still gaining weight. It's the fluctuating hormones, it's the metabolism which is disturbed basically, and that's why if this is happening to you, it's time to again have a look at the plate and load it up with this friend of yours, particularly in your 40s, which is protein. Protein is an important component in every cell of human body. Your body uses protein to build and repair the tissues. Protein is used as a building block in bones, muscles, blood, skin, nails, hair, almost everything. And as we age, protein even becomes more important. In a study which followed about 2000 seniors for about 6 years, it was found that people who had less protein had difficulty in climbing and walking in the older age as compared to those who had a decent amount of protein in their diet. According to RDA, that is recommended dietary allowance, adult has to consume about 0.8 grams of protein per kilo of the body weight. So to put it simply, if a woman weighs let's say 60 kilos, then the amount of protein, daily protein requirement she would have would be about 48 to 50 grams. And 48 to 50 grams of protein example would be about 200 grams of chicken breast or about 250 grams of salmon fish, but you can choose from a variety of products for your protein source. A few sources can be chicken, lamb, fish like salmon, cod, sardine, shrimp, shellfish, eggs. It can be slightly difficult but not impossible for vegetarians to complete their daily requirement of the protein. A few vegetarian sources which are rich in protein are edamame beans, paneer or cottage cheese, soya chunks, spinach, quinoa, spirulina. Now, even if your daily requirement is let's say 50 grams, the biggest mistake that people do is they try to consume that amount 50 grams at one go, like mostly in their lunch or dinner. But this is not an efficient way of consuming the protein. The reason being that your body also has some limitation in how much it can absorb in one go. So ideal way would be to distribute your protein throughout the day. So if you're having 3 meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner, one can have, let's say, 2 eggs, which will be about 14 grams of protein for breakfast. And then lunch can have around, let's say, 100 grams of chicken breast. That would be about 25 grams of protein. And at night, you can go with a vegetarian option, let's say lima beans, like 1 cup or 170 grams of lima beans would give you around 11 to 12 grams of protein. You can also include protein as a part of your snacks. So I'm not a great fan of snacking, but if you really want to, if you're used to snacking, then you can definitely include protein there. So a handful of nuts, for example, can contribute to about 8 to 18% of your daily requirement for protein. They're easy, you can just place them in your purse and take them with you, and whenever you need, you can have them. In nuts, of course, almonds, walnuts, you can have cashews, you can have pistachios. So all these nuts are high in protein. Your regular peanuts are also really good source of protein, so you can use them. You can use them in your cooking if you do, or just roast them and keep them as a snack. Apart from nuts, even seeds are good source of protein, like sesame seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds, sunflower seeds. So you can use them in your baking, cooking, wherever you can, or just roast them and keep them on the table. So whenever you feel hungry, you want to eat something, just munch on a few seeds. It's a good way of sneaking in some protein in your daily diet. There are also a lot of protein bars which are available in the supermarket. I personally don't prefer to tell people to take the protein bars because they are loaded with artificial sweeteners, and they also have a lot of preservatives, obviously. So you can make your own protein bars at home. So if you need the recipe for the protein bar, write in the comment box below and I'll get you a good recipe next time for the protein bars of your own, homemade ones. But otherwise, if you're really busy, you can't make on your own, and you really want to eat something outside, a protein bar won't hurt you. Now, in spite of doing all this, if you're unable to meet the protein requirement, then there are some protein powders or shakes available in the market. But I would really recommend that you talk to your doctor or physician before buying any protein powders, because there are many varieties of that, and moreover, if you have any underlying health issues, protein powder may not be a good option for you. So talk to your doctor before buying any protein supplement. Even if I have listed so many benefits of protein, this all comes with a big footnote of moderation. Yes, anything in excess is bad, and so is protein as well. Particularly if you have any kidney issues, then excess amount of protein can be a problem. Also, few sources of protein, particularly the animal based protein, might come along with a little bit of high fat content as well. So this you might have chances of your lipid going out of range and can contribute to heart diseases. Dietary intake of protein combined with a good workout, especially strength training like bodyweight training or weightlifting, can do wonders for women over the age of 40. If you are doing regular workouts, make sure to up the protein intake a bit so that your muscle recovery can be faster and better. This will not only help you lose weight, but you'll also tone your muscles and build that strength, which will be very, very handy as we grow old. Because more muscle means more strength, better metabolism, and better health. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit that bell icon as well to get notified. As usual, I'm leaving the link in the description box for the blog post. There you will find the in-depth information about the topic discussed today. You'll also find the links to the research and studies that I have mentioned in my video. Thank you for watching, and remember to stay healthy. Age is no bar.